So I'm going up here now to do a 44-foot Juno sailboat. Probably ran over his mooring. This happens quite a bit. So here's a little technique I like to use. What I do is I get an anchor and I set it out upwind or up current a pretty good ways where I have enough room to pull my slack in. I will then drift back to him, secure to his boat on a hip tow, drive both of our boats into the wind or current, secure my anchor line. Now there's no tension on the actual anchor or the mooring or whatever they're wrapped in that's secured to the bottom. So then all I gotta do is hop in the water. Both boats are secured together, so I don't have to worry about getting crushed. The boat's secured into the current. I'm not worried about crushing my hands as much because you still have some kind of swing and stuff like that. So it is a better way of doing it. So I've already got my wetsuit on. I'm pretty much ready to go. Just put it over my head, dive, fins, mask, picked up some fresh knives. Serrated are always going to be the best for cutting through line like that. A straight knife, they're so tight you can't cut through them. So what I'm doing here now is I'm just looking for the guy that's backwards facing stern into the wind. Probably going to be him. Perfect. All right, so since I have a mooring right here in front of me, it's about where I would set my anchor anyways. That's going to be a better secure point. I'm going to tie to it, take my pressure off. Oh, nice. Big old mess. Well, at least the growth's back. Coral reef here. Alright, there's you. Just gonna use my tow line here. Get my strobes on. Usually I'd be the other way if the wind was a little stronger, but it's not too bad here. Yeah, it looks pretty bad under there.
Yeah.
It's the whole buoy's all the way under there.
Yeah, I'm sure. I don't see it.
Is there a little slack in that line?
No, underneath.
I know, but I'm going to come this way. I think I'll be okay. Okay. All right. Hold on. I don't know what I got till I get in the water. come back with the boat more this way. The whole line had to go out under the rudder. It's still stuck. So let me see what you got. It's still under there with the whole mooring pole. If you could, try to start it up, just bump it forward or reverse. It's just so tight, I need to try to get a little freedom. Is it moving? Alright, shut it off. Last of it. I'll try to go this way. We'll just go slowly. All right, I got everything. I had a feeling that was gonna be a tricky one. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Whew. All right, now let's go get my tow line back. I don't really want to grab that reef again. Looks like I got two. Nasty. Oof. So much growth it pulled it underwater. It's good. Pull the rest in here. Figure it out later. So that one was obviously a little harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was initially just around the rudder. I just had to take more tension out to allow the line to settle to the bottom to go out underneath the rudder. So after talking to the owner for a little bit more there, I figured out that he actually did have a line wrapped in the prop. It was a sail drive, so the prop was a little more forward. I'm used to seeing them a little further back, but got up in there, got it out. I had to cut it, but it was wrapped in there so tight that what I had to do was, once I cut most of it out, have him put the boat in gear just to kind of free that real tightly bound stuff. Worked out pretty well. There's one little tiny piece on there on the port side, but that came out easy and got him underway. The owner was really helpful. He had all his documentation on board. He also had schematics of what the hull, where the prop was, what his rudder looked like. And if it's not your boat, it's really hard to figure that out in your mind when you're looking at things when you only have about a foot of viz. So if you have all that stuff and you have a boat that's dry like that, it's really useful to have all that information for somebody if they ever have to dive it. They know what they're looking at before they get into the water.